All right. Yes, I don't know exactly those moves were supposed to be, but whoever knows. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so I'm just making it up. So as long as you're having fun, right? Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is Monday, September 21st of 2020. Yes, we are almost through September. I cannot believe it. We are jumping into the fall season. So that's pretty wild, huh? My name is Lee Chase. I am the Adult Program Coordinator with Literacy Mid-South, a nonprofit organization in Memphis, Tennessee. We focus on providing one-on-one tutoring for adults, so 18 and over, who need assistance with reading or would like to learn or improve their English. So we do both. We can get you a tutor to do either one of those things. You or somebody you know, if you know somebody who needs these services, please feel free to refer them to us as well. There's some information on the video about how you can get in touch with us to get more information, and I will also share it at the end. So there will be a couple of different places where you'll be able to see that. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. Today's episode of Literacy. Get a hold of it. Lunch with Lee. Literacy Lunch with Lee. So Literacy Lunch with Lee is an English lesson. We're here every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time on Literacy Mid-South's Facebook Live page. If you happen to come late or you miss a lesson, they are all saved. You can go to the video section on the page, find any of the lessons that I've done. They're typically split into two pieces, between Monday being more vocabulary related. Wednesday oftentimes will be more conversational. It just depends on what the subject is, but there's a lot of great lessons you can go back and look through. They're very helpful for learning English, for vocabulary, conversation, and if you're working on reading, they could be very helpful as well, because we do focus on pronunciation quite a bit also. All right, well, if you're not in the Memphis area, I would love to know where you are watching from. Let me know where you are. If you have any suggestions for lessons, something you want to see a lesson on that I haven't done already, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know. And remember, please like and share. Like and share these videos. If there's anybody out there you know who may need this, please, please, please share it. Share it with them so they can get these services as well. All right, so today, or this week I should say, we're going to be doing kind of a fun lesson here. We're going to be looking at a very confusing aspect of the English language. It is known as idioms. Idioms. So say that with me. So idioms. Yes, idioms. So idioms are going to be phrases that don't have the literal meaning. So, you know, you'll hear a phrase and it won't make any sense. You'll be like, oh my goodness, why would I want to do that? Well, that's not exactly what you're going to be doing. And we'll get into that as you see them, because these are phrases that you may hear in conversation, and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, why would you do that to somebody? Well, you're not really going to be doing it. So let's take a look at some. The ones we're going to look at today all involve animals in the phrases. Animals. So there can be a lot of confusion. Be like, oh my goodness, rats, cats, oh gosh. But no. It's not literal, but we'll look at some of those. So first one we're going to look at is when somebody says, they smell a rat. They smell a rat. You're going to be like, oh gosh, smell a rat? Well, you're not actually smelling a rat. Smell a rat means something is wrong. So it means something is wrong. Okay, so if you smell a rat, it means something is wrong. So, could be, if you think somebody is not being honest with you, could be any situation like that. You'd be like, oh gosh, I smell a rat. So yeah, it could be that something is wrong if somebody says I smell a rat. So something is wrong, or something is suspect maybe as well. So yeah, could be either way there. So all right, another very popular idiom in the English language would be it's gone to the dogs. Yes, gone to the dogs. So gone to the dogs. So that means that you've become run down. That you've become run down. So another way to say you become run down may be that you're tired. You're out of energy. Ugh. So you'd be like, oh, all right, I've gone to the dogs. Ugh, I've gone to the dogs. So gone to the dogs just means that you're tired. It's kind of similar to if you've ever heard if your feet are tired. You might say, my dogs are barking. Means your feet are tired, your feet hurt. So poor dogs. Yeah, the dog-related ones are if you're tired, run down. And of course, as we know, dogs are often quite the opposite of that. So who came up with these? But yes, so gone to the dogs, you're tired. You're done. You've used all your energy. All right, so if somebody says that something is fishy, it means that it's strange and suspicious. So if it's fishy, yeah, it is strange and suspicious. So something doesn't seem right. You might say, oh, something fishy going on here. Something is fishy. So yeah, it just means something is weird, something is not right. Yeah, something is fishy. So something is fishy. So yeah, look at that again, fishy. So it has nothing to do with actual fish. It just means something is strange. So something is fishy. All right, so this is always a fun one, and this is one that I really hear a lot, maybe more than most of them. So this is one that is very commonly used, where somebody says they are going to take the bull by the horns. So take the bull by the horns. So if you take the bull by the horns, you're making decisive action in a difficult situation. So if there's something difficult going on, you need to take charge of it. You are taking the bull by the horns. So say it could be for a test, maybe. You have to study for a test, and it's going to be a lot of studying to do. You don't want to have to do it, but it's important. You're going to take the bull by the horns, study for that test, or say you're going to be moving in a couple of days. You got to pack up your house. It's going to be a lot of work to do. Take the bull by the horns, get that house packed up and ready to move. So it means you're taking action. You're going to do it. So take the bull by the horns. All right, so another one that you may hear is that it's a horse of a different color. So horse of a different color. So that's going to mean it's quite a different matter than what it seems if it is a horse of a different color. So it may be just that it's a completely different scenario than you are used to. Like you may say, oh, today's Monday. It's going to be a pretty easy work day. And then it's like, well, what about Tuesday? Ooh, that's a horse of a different color. I've got so much work to do tomorrow. So it just means it's a completely different situation if it is a horse of a different color. So yeah, it just means you're looking at a completely different situation. All right, another one that you're going to hear a lot is probably that you are going to let the cat out of the bag. So let the cat out of the bag. So it means you're going to inform beforehand if you're going to let the cat out of the bag. So could be that you have some kind of a secret or some news You know, something maybe you weren't supposed to tell someone yet, you know, could be a surprise. You know, it could be like, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. I wasn't supposed to tell you yet, but decided to let the cat out of the bag, you know. So, yeah, it could be something, yeah, some surprise, big news. You're just informing somebody before they were supposed to know. So, you're going to let the cat out of the bag. This is one I find myself using a lot, probably too much. In fact, I try to keep myself from using it too much, because it is kind of a silly one. But if somebody says something is for the birds, if it's for the birds, it means it's uninteresting and meaningless. So for the birds, it is uninteresting and meaningless. It means it's something you just don't care about. You don't like it, you know, like me personally, and I hope you don't hate me for this, but I don't like watching sports, you know. So somebody is like, Lee, you want to talk about sports? I'm like, ugh, that's for the birds, you know. Like, yeah, it doesn't interest me at all, you know. So if it doesn't interest you, if you find it uninteresting and meaningless, it is for the birds. For the birds. So. All right, this is one that's used a lot as well. I guess most of these probably are. But if it comes straight from the horse's mouth, then you know it's from a reliable source. So you know that you're not being lied to. You know it's not a rumor. You know it is true if it comes straight from the horse's mouth. So, you know, so. Trying to think of a good example of that. Yeah, it could be like, oh my goodness, we have a test Tuesday. What? The teacher didn't tell us there was a test. Well, she told me, so it came straight from the horse's mouth, you know? So, yeah, so it comes directly from the source. So you know it is good information. You're not being lied to because it came, yes, straight from the horse's mouth. All right, lots of horse theme ones here. We've only got a couple of more for today. Another one that you may hear is horse around. Yeah, horse around, which means you are playing around. You're going to play around if you horse around. So yes, horse around means to play around. So yeah, if you're you know, you're wrestling, you know, you're trying to tickle each other, you're messing with each other. You are horsing around, you know. So you're usually playing, you're running, you're moving. Yeah, kids do this a lot. You know, they like to horse around, you know, because they like to play. You may want to run around inside. Yeah, that is to horse around. So because I know when I was a kid, and I would get really hyperactive, and I would want to play and, you know, be running around the house. You know, my parents would always say, stop horsing around. So, yeah. All right, one more for today. Our last pet-related or animal-related one is cat got your tongue. So, cat got your tongue. So that means you can't talk. You're unable to talk. Cat got your tongue. So, say somebody asks you a question maybe that you don't know the answer for. Somebody puts you on the spot, you know, and you don't know how to respond, you know, and and so you're silent. Somebody might be, oh, cat got your tongue, you know, and like, oh, yeah. So you just don't have an answer. So that usually means that yes, cat got your tongue. Yes. So you're you know, they're like, oh, you can't talk. You can't tell me what's on your mind. So, yeah, cat got your tongue. All right, well, we'll look at some more of these on Wednesday. Go back, look at these. You know, you may want to familiarize yourself with them because these are phrases that you may hear out in the world. So, they can be a lot of fun for sure. But, yes, I know they are very confusing because you hear something like cat got your tongue and you're like, what? You know, or straight from the horse's mouth, and you're like, what? So yeah. The meaning is not the literal meaning. But we'll look at some more of these on Wednesday. If you are looking for assistance or know somebody who wants assistance in reading or learning or improving English and they are over the age of 18, we can help them. Excuse me. You can get more information about our services at www.literacymidSouth.org or call or text 901-327-6000. That's 901-327-6000. Yes, and we can get you or your loved one or your friend the help that they need. All right, so this has been Literacy Lunch with Lee. Please remember to like and share these videos. Share them with other folks that you think may need these, because please, I'm here for you. I want as many people who need these lessons to get them. So please make sure that you spread the word that these are out here. If there's anything you would like to see a lesson on, please share it in the comments, wherever the comment section is. Let me know what you'd like to learn about if we haven't done it already. Let's see, what else? If you're not in the Memphis area, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I would definitely love to know that. I think that's it. I think that is it for now. So, thank you for watching Literacy Lunch with Lee today, and I will look forward to seeing you same time, same place on Wednesday. All right, goodbye, everybody.